Shalom, all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the few brothers and sisters supporting and listening to this truth as well. Alright, so today I just wanted to get into this lesson about regarding the black community, and I just wanted to get in depth. Alright, the so-called black community that Esau labels, also known as the ghettos and stuff like that. All right, the projects, what I'm saying, low income housing, all that stuff. Okay, that Esau calls, or basically gives that name, the black community, to where our people dwell, But I wanted to get into this word community, because is it really a community? You know what I'm saying? We gotta ask ourselves this. Obviously, if we see with our eyes, man, it's not very much so. So I'm gonna get into this definition here. This is an online etymology dictionary for the word community. It says it came out in the late 14th century. A number of people associated together by fact of residence in the same locality. Also the common people, not the rulers or the clergy. All right. Okay, true. That is true. Right now, our people are not the rulers right now. Okay. From Old French community, commonness, everybody. Okay. Modern French, communauté. From Latin, communitatum, nominative, communitas, community, society, fellowship, friendly, intercourse, courtesy, condescension, affability. All right, in the community, all right, in the so-called black community, we don't see no much fellowship taking place. All right, no friendly encounters really taking place. What do we see, man? All right, we see Jake plotting on each other, man, trying to make a come up off each other. All right, okay, hitting licks. All right, robbing your brother. I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Okay. What else? Murder. You guys are killing your own brother. All right. You know what I'm saying? Watching your brother with a bad eye. And this is not just your brother, going to your sister as well. I'm talking about the Israelite woman, man. What's going on with the Israelite woman in these so-called black communities, man? She's single parent households run by the mothers. Okay, this Israelite mother, so-called black woman, Latin woman, Native American woman. Okay, so all these things are taking place in this community, man. How you expect to have a community and it's being ran by a single parent household, mainly the woman, man? That's not no order, man. And from that breeds chaos and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna get more into detail of the word. It says from communis, common, public, general, shared by all or many. Latin communitatum was merely a noun of quality, meaning fellowship, community of relations or feelings. But in medieval Latin, it came to be used concretely to mean a society, a division of people. In English, the meaning common possession or enjoyment is from 14th century, sense of a society or association of persons having common interests or occupations. All right, so when you look into the black community today, do you see a people with a common interest, a common goal? All right, a goal in mind that they're trying to achieve? Nah. All right, you see everybody for themselves, man. Like I said, plotting and scheming on their brother, man. Instead of trying to uplift them, instead of trying to, brainstorm a way to do better, which the only way they can do better is through Yahweh Shai. All right, through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. coming into this knowledge, seeking the truth, man. But on a carnal level, they're not thinking of a way to come together with their people, all right? But the only way they can come together is through a spiritual level, anyways. Okay, like I mentioned before, through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, an old English word for community was Jemansep, community, fellowship, union, common ownership. All right, you Jakes in these so-called black communities, you guys don't have a common ownership, man. All right, you have heathens though. You have heathens in your communities that have ownership of businesses, all right, that they sell to you. Okay? Jake always trying to pick up a pack up backwards. You have the Ishmaelite, or the Moabite or the Elamite selling them that pack up backwards, man. Because Esau sets up these other nations as taskmasters, and ultimately for Jake's downfall, man. Because Esau knows that we're not supposed to be people that smoke. All right, smoking blunts, whatever. It's not supposed to be smoking anything, man. But Esau allows this, man. He's like, yeah, put it in the hood for these niggas to sin, man. All right, so he can point the finger at us, man, and tell the Most High that we're going off, so we won't have the blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? From Maine, common public general, probably composed from the same Pi roots as communist. Middle English also had commonty, a common people, a community, also later meaning land held in common. All right, and that's a funny thing, because the land that you Jakes dwell in, the ghetto, whatever, whether it be the project building, the community housing. All right, you guys don't own that, man. That's not your house. It's not your land. You guys just live there. All right. Esau placed you there. So-called white man placed you there, man. You guys don't actually live there. All right. That's not land held in common for you. You guys just live there. Community. Yeah, I think that was pretty much the point on this. I just wanted to bring that out, man. But let's get some scriptures to back up what's going on. This is Deuteronomy 28:54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward his wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, man. All right. So this is what's going on in the black community, man. The black community, everybody's talking about, All right. You have single parent households. You have men leaving their children. All right. You also have women aborting their children. Okay. You also have women. You also have sincere fathers that want to be with their children. All right, but because of government aid, the woman's not gonna allow her the man to see his child, man, to be around, man. Because the only way she can get her government aid is if there's no man in the house. Okay. What else do you have? You have Jakes plotting on each other, man. Gang violence. All right, robbing each other, hitting licks, all that niggery that they're all into, man. Bad eyeing, side eyeing. Side eyeing and shit like that. That's what's taking place in this black community. You have Israelite woman selling her box. Okay. Pimping. All right. What kind of community is that, man? Drugs. All right, Jake taking all type of drugs now, being more bugged out than ever. All right, you know every you know it's crazy, man. Cause every day, okay, every morning, like Jake wake up, he has to smoke up. You know, he has to smoke weed, man. Like you can't live without weed, man. That's a serious demon on our people, man. Real shit. You know, and that's just one of the many drugs that Jake's into, man. You know, all these friggin' Xanax, all that stuff, man. Percocets, you know, that's what's taking place, man. Being bugged out. All right, this is Leviticus 19 and 18, man. It says, "Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people." All right, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord Yahweh, man. Okay, so this is what the Most High is saying, man. He gave you a commandment, but you know, our people strayed away from this. All right, but this isn't our law. This is our law. You know. All right, Jake. You know Jake always holding a grudge on the next Jake, man, and they want to go shoot it out. You know, over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the Most High said you're not supposed to bear no judge against your brother, man. Use that energy and focus it towards your enemy, man. All right, who's a so-called white man, and you other nations, man. You heathens, you know. This is Matthew 5 and 43. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. Alright? And who's your neighbor, man? Your neighbor is your kinsman, your brethren. Alright? Your Israelite brethren. Alright? And hate thy enemy. Who's your enemy, man? The so-called white man mainly. Okay, then you have the Chinese man, Moab. You have the East Indian man, Elam. You have the Arabs, Ishmael. Okay? And so on and so forth. Okay? So I wanted to get the root word for neighbor. Let's click that.
Strong's G 4139. Plesion. Plesion.
Alright, it says Plesion. It says outline of biblical usage. A neighbor, a friend. Alright, any other person, and where two are concerned, the other, thy fellow man, thy neighbor, according to the Jews, any member of the Hebrew nation and commonwealth. Okay? Now, you know, Esau is gonna try and switch up his words and all that stuff on the word neighbor, because obviously he puts his input. Alright? He says, according to Christ, any other man, irrespective of the nation or religion with whom we live or whom we chance to meet. Alright? So he's trying to basically include himself in the blessings, man. Alright? But mainly it's for this it's outline the biblical usage is the letter B, man. This one right here. Because your neighbor is only an Israelite. Alright? Your neighbor can only be an Israelite. These other nations are not your neighbors, man. They're aliens. Okay? You know? So I have to bring that out, man, because they'll make you, they'll say whatever to fool the masses, you know? And this is Matthew 19 and 19. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You know, so this is what you Jakes, in these so-called black communities need to be doing, man. You know, honor your mother and father, all right, righteousness, and love thy neighbor as thyself instead of trying to plot and scheme on your brother, man. That's wickedness. All right. But yeah, I just have to bring that out. Shalom.